Hello, my name is Elijah.
And my name is Ikeria.
Today we are going to be talking about some upcoming events. First upcoming events, junior varsity boys and varsity boys basketball games for the month of November. Junior varsity boys are November 13th, November 15th, November 17th, and November 30th. Varsity boys games are November 13th, November 15th, November 27th, and November 30th. The ninth grade plays November 14th and November 29th.
Now I have the basketball game dates for the month of November for the Varsity Lady Tigers. Those dates will be November 13th, November 15th, and November 30th.
The JRCT upcoming events for the month of November are Asphalt November 16th at 8:15 a.m. Cadet Command Inspection on November 28th. All cadets released 8:30 until 11, and Dothan Drill Meet on November 30th.
The bass team also has upcoming tournaments for the month of November are November 15th and 16th.
The swim team will have their sectional swim meet November 16th.
Show choir will have a couple of upcoming things too for the month of November, which are the choral dessert theater at 7 p.m. and the Pensiata sale November 13th. We will also be out Thanksgiving holidays for November 21st to the 23rd.
Okay, so the National FFA Convention is where FFA members from all across the United States and other countries come together, and we participate in different leadership activities. Contests are held, state winners come and compete for the national titles. So usually it's in the thousands. This year there was approximately 67,000 students, advisors, and guests that attended the 91st National FFA Convention. Alright, so we're having our annual fruit sale. That's coming up. Fruit will come in the first week of December. And then the horticulture program is also fixing to start selling red and white poinsettias for the Christmas season. Just like these succulents you see in front of you, these things have been growing since school started and they're doing really well. And by the time the plant sale comes around though, we should have these ready to sell.
Hi, I'm Nathan Andriani here with the head coach of the Eufaula football team, Coach Rigby. And today we're going to do an interview with him. So, Coach Rigby, how did you like your first season coaching the Eufaula Tigers?
Well, we've got one more game for the regular season is over. So far, so good. It's been a transition period, not just for me, but for the players, for the school being in 6A. It's been a huge transition that it's a learning process of everyone involved.
Okay. How would you say the offense has performed this year?
It's been kind of up and down. We got a slow start, but once we've gotten going, it's been good.
Okay, how would you say the defense has performed this year?
Defense, again, it's a learning process of getting players plugged in. There's three things you need to do to win in high school football. Number one is believe in what you do. Number two, get the players to believe in what you do. Number three is proper placement of personnel.
Now, what would you say that the team's biggest weakness is?
The biggest weakness at this point, again, is at times we're unsure about things. There's an old saying my high school coach used to tell me, "Hey, Rigby, don't think, it hurts the team." And that's kind of the theory we need to go with. We don't need to think as much. We just need to react and play. Mistakes are going to happen, and when they do, make them go in full speed. And at the end of the day, your positives are going to outweigh your negatives.
Lenny Adams.
And I'm Zykeria Clark.
And we're here today with Mr. Washburn to discuss to him about the EHS band. Mr. Washburn, how do you feel about marching season coming to an end?
Been really proud of the band this year. I thought they've worked really hard, gone to a couple of competitions and done well. It's always sad to see the football season coming to the end because marching band is kind of winding down a little bit, but hopefully win a couple more playoff games and get to extend it a few more weeks.
How do you feel about symphonic season and what are the events that's coming up?
Symphonic season, we've already started sight reading and getting ready for some of our chair tests, getting ready for our Christmas concert, which is on Tuesday, December 11th at 6:30 at the auditorium. We'll be performing that concert with the choral program. We'll be doing our joint concert this year again. In the spring, we will have a couple performances, getting ready for music performance assessment, where we go get judged on stage, and our spring concert, and a couple of events like that. So always excited to get ready to work on that kind of stuff as well.
Have you thought about the spring trip?
I've talked to some senior groups about it. We're looking at, there's some good performance opportunities in Orlando and maybe Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge area with some trips and fun things that we can do out there in April. So I'm trying to tie down all those loose ends and get that information out just as soon as we can.
And what kind of music will you guys be playing for symphonic season?
Well, symphonic season has a whole different style of music. It's contemporary wind band literature, which is written for the wind band that we have, which is the instruments we have in here. It has all the winds and brass and percussion. And we'll just be looking at that kinds of music. There's a certain list we have to play off of when we're judged, and some other fun things that I think the students will enjoy.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your time. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.